Hello, everybody, and welcome to the room. This is yours truly, Magoon. I am an intuitive reader, healer, and seer. And you have stepped into the realm of greatness. Um, and I'm not bragging about myself. I'm literally, you're stepping into the realm of greatness. And so tonight we will be seeing in what exactly that greatness instills. If you've been following along with me for some time, you'll know that I've been talking about how this year is the year of the underdog. Um, Even though it doesn't look like it, this is the year for the underdog to come up. Another thing, if this is your first time here, welcome. Um, Please I love feedback, right? I just love feedback. So if this is your first time and you like something or you wish that I would have done something, please feel free to make a comment. I always like to um, just let it be known that we're all human in this form on this plane, right? So we haven't arrived, right? There's still certain things that I could do better in my own personal life, right? And we know these things because we have people from the outside looking in, give you critiques. And that's from the other side as well. Um, but we'll get more into that in another episode. But I will say that if you do enjoy what you hear, please Um, please share it with those that you feel like need to also hear this message. Because, as I said, you're stepping into greatness here. And without further ado, I will go ahead and get into the cards. And you can also follow me on Instagram under the same name. It's healing underscore room underscore tarot. And that's where you can make your request known to me if you would like a personalized reading, because I do offer those. Mm. Okay, and as to turn this around. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as is. So collective. We have the Hanged Man. It came out in the reverse, but Spirit told me to turn it around to the upright position. And it means that you have some clarity on some things, or you're getting clarity if it has not happened yet. And with the clarity, um, it's almost like you had to do unconventional things to get the clarity. Um, and I mean not like unconventional as in something illegal, but something that's out of the box for you. So say if you are a person who don't normally meditate, but you're like, fine, I'll try it. Everybody keeps talking about meditation. Let me try meditation. And then after you try the meditation, you got the clarity that you need. That is what I'm seeing here. Is that you had to do something that was unconventional for you to see it, and because of it, you're in this temperance from going from the reverse here to the upright position in temperance. It means you've gone from feeling like you're wasting your time and spending idle time to now you're going to start seeing what exactly you've been waiting for. It's like, okay, well, when is it coming? When is it coming? If we look at it this way, when am I going to get the treat at the bottom of the cereal box, right? If you're old enough to remember, they used to put little prizes in the cereal boxes, and we had to dig around to the bottom of the box. And then when we get to the bottom of the box, it's like, oh, okay, now we got the prize. So it's like you're going from this energy to this energy. You're going from looking for that thing to happen to now it's going to happen. I don't have the judgment card yet, but I would not be surprised if we see that, or the Wheel of Fortune, simply meaning that it has taken some time, but you're here where you're supposed to be. The next card that we have here, though, is the Empress card. And as you can see, there is an eagle there. And that's important because with eagles, um, even in a renewed state, eagles are always taking out like the dead feathers, right? Because it weighs them down. And that's what I feel like the collective is like, is it's like you finally can stand up free. You finally are putting the pieces together of your life is what I'm really getting. And with this, you're starting to take command like you're supposed to. Um, because this is with the hangman and this and the temperance card in reverse, it's kind of giving me like that. What's the It's like when you're in the pool and you think you're drowning, and all of a sudden you start freaking out, and you just, and then it's like you go from that to being calm, and then realizing, oh, I don't have to freak out. I don't have uh to do the unnecessary because w- it's no longer needed. Everything is falling into place as it should now. And as you can see with the Empress, she's sitting on her throne, and look at her feet. Those flowers are growing around her. That means she did not get up. It means that things will start coming towards you. Things will start coming towards you now. And when you get in that energy of attraction, that's what happens. There's a looks like a pomegranate in her lap. And she's also holding a golden scepter. That's interesting. But either way, the Empress is here. Um, and you've gone from this struggle to now you're becoming this Empress, and you know that with you being the Empress, and this is, remember, this is all energy. This does not mean that this is all energy. Your energetic field is saying Empress here, right? And it's also giving, like, you don't have to do things. So say like if you're in a crowd of people and they're all attention seekers and they all do stuff to grab attention, you don't have to do it. It's like you command it even at your at ease state of mind. And it's like the atmosphere changes for you. Things start to be better for you. You've reached the peak. My eyes keep focusing in on this eagle. Um, because the eagle, it flies so high that its prey most of the time cannot breathe where it can breathe. And it's giving me that you're in this Empress energy, you're going to be at the altitude where so many people will try to get on your level, but they just can't because they're not made to be on that level. And when you're at that specific state of mind, you get hatred in different types of ways, but it's that hatred of I gotta hate. I'm going to hate you because I don't like how you did this, and it was better than mine, but it's nothing that I can do about it because you're there and I'm here. It, they're not going to be able to touch you, whoever the there is. We do have a magician here. I don't feel like it's your energy though. This magician is in reverse, meaning it's not manifesting. And I want to, yeah, I'm gonna get clarity on that real quick. We have an emperor that wants to come out. I picked up the deck upside down. So it's an emperor here. It's funny. There's an emperor here that was in a ten of wands with a queen of swords. So master manipulator. High priestess is here again. Or the high priestess is here. What I'm really getting is that it's somebody close to you, because with the empress here and then the emperor coming out, that would mean that it's almost like the match made for each other. Um, so, but what I'm getting here is that there was an emperor that had some kind of bondage, that they were getting over with a queen of swords. What With the queen of swords, it didn't come out in the negative position, but what I'm getting is it's feeling dark. I'm just going to be blunt. And what I'm getting is that this person was a master manipulator, and this queen of swords manipulated this emperor. If I can pick up the cards here. If you look at these two, they're very similar. They're very in stature. And it's like hold on, okay. It's like this empress is becoming or has become the high priestess. And looking at this card, she's burning her own flame. She's tending to her own flame. She's tending to her own passions. And that's the same energy that this empress is in. However, these cards are coming out with the magician in reverse, which lets me know that there were two people that were coming up against you to make you feel like this, to make you feel like you can't manifest, to make you feel like you couldn't do certain things. Your gifts may have been impacted by this. And so, say if you are a singer, then all of a sudden, out of the blue, your voice starts to crack. Your voice, you start having vocal issues when you've never had vocal issues before. But what I'm getting is that, well, let me first continue. Before I say that, let me continue with this portion, because the next few words are very important. And I will say this: if somebody did try to do something to you, to your gifts, it's the difference between somebody with natural talent and somebody with a learned talent. That's what I'm getting, because when you're naturally gifted, nobody can take that away from you. I was like, nothing wants to come out. And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised. They are, the way these cards fell, they are across the room. They would have, they should have fallen like right here. They are across the room. So I'm going to pick those cards up and I'm going to read them as is. But what I was getting ready to say is that whenever people start to tamper with somebody who is naturally gifted, no, it doesn't matter what they try to do, that gift will always be there, because that is a natural gift. And even when the person doesn't use it, right, it doesn't mean that the gift is not there. It just means that they have to awaken it back up. And so let me get these cards. And it was basically almost like a whole deck. Like all of these cards fell out across the room, like, and they landed all like this. Okay, so I am getting a message to take two cards out, but I'm gonna still read them. So on this side we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody who felt unlucky, felt like their love life wasn't going anywhere, and felt like anything that they tried to do, they couldn't do. Um, and the two cards that Spirit wants me to pay attention to is, here's the King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Both are in reverse. So there was a King of Pentacles. Um, there was something. I'm not really getting a person, but it was. I feel like this is a representation of a situation. It was a situation where your money flow started to feel restricted, is what I'm getting. Um, and so, okay, so we know that right now, currently in our government, there's a lot of things happening, and a lot of people are saying, we have these high prices because of X, Y, and Z. And what it's giving me is that your money start to look funny, and you blamed it on a certain situation. And then even when it came to you trying to find happiness, it was like it wasn't coming from the right people. It was people turning up their noses. Like that's the type of energy that I'm getting. And when you feel stressed on one side and depleted on the other, that's what I'm getting, is depleted. And it's because when you have a Page of Cups, when you have somebody coming and consistently asking you for things, it's like you're poor, you're poor, you're poor, you pour yourself out, you pour yourself out, and you pour yourself out, and overextending yourself, right? And you get into this mode of not being able to manifest because you've given out. And it's excuse me, it is very similar to burning out physically. So it's almost as if high priestess, um, this high priestess went into an overgive mode. and as a result became drained. So then the last set of cards you have here, yeah, is the Four of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Cups. Um, yeah, so you go into the Four of Cups where you believe that you were restricted, believe that that was the end for you, that there wasn't any more cups coming, and then Spirit is saying no, that's not how the story ends. Basically, as you can see, there's a ladybug there, meaning your luck is changing, and you're going to be happy. And then with this one, you have the Star card in reverse. I cannot show the Star card because of the graphics, but I will do this. And you have the Star card in reverse going towards the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, I typically use the Pentacles as more than just finances. It could be resources, it could be things to help you along your way. And so you're going from the Star card in reverse, or I need things, I'm not getting what I want, I feel like I'm in a drought, to now things are starting to come in, and it's, look who's bringing it to you, the Knight. I cannot not mention that you have a Knight bringing you things. This could mean a new job for some of you, a person coming towards you. It's anyway, it's a representation of something new coming towards you, bringing you new things. And it's going to, this is all impacting how you look at yourself, because again, you're the High Priestess here in reverse, but you were also the High Priestess here that was being in under attack. And now that you're not under attack, now you can start to see the manifestations of what's to come. Now, I want to know, I'm going to use these cards. Okay. So when it comes to this Queen of Swords and this Emperor, how can the collective know who they are? Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a lot of cards that want to answer. So, and I know I'm not done, but I'll get these. So the first card was trash, throwing away, getting rid of, and tossing out. So this could be somebody that you have some things, or somebody that's cleaning out a lot, cleaning out their space is what I'm getting. Setting the record straight. So maybe this could have been a couple and they're getting rid of each other. Yeah, we have doing drugs. This person, so for some of you, this could be somebody who does drugs. Um, and this one says kata, finding evidence, getting caught cheating. So yeah, like this could definitely be a couple where one of them was caught cheating, um, or you'll hear about it. And then you have setting the record straight. I feel like everybody's going to have this setting the record straight because one of the two is going to come towards you to tell you something. That's what I'm really getting out of this, is somebody coming to tell you something, or it could be another party altogether saying, "Hey, we found out this person was doing X, Y, and Z towards you," or what have yous. Oh, okay. Okay. Love story. Once upon a time. So yeah, I think this is um okay, that makes sense because Spirit said that this card was going to tie it all together. So this could be somebody that you used to date. And it could very well be somebody that you caught cheating that's doing these things. They have to do drugs now, or they're using drugs. They may not necessarily tell you that. Um, so when it comes to the storing away, what I'm really picking up is, I mean, yes, for some of you, it is, someone, what's the word? Someone that feels like they've been thrown away, pushed to the side, treated like trash. And so it's almost giving me like jealous ex lover. And when they felt that way, they made you the target because they had to set some things straight, right? Well, let me get this clear. And their way of doing it was to harm you, but that's not the way to go. When you touch a divine person, things happen to you. Unfavorable things happen to you. Um, Give me one more about this magician card. I want to see something. And I'm not even gonna lie, like right now, it's like a pull. It's an energetic pull right now. It's almost as if they do not want me to share what I know. Three of Wands. Yeah, so you've been waiting for something to change. Yeah. And that explains the Ten of Wands that came out earlier as well. That Ten of Wands is your burdens that you put down because of these two people. These two people here. Now, these two people could be ex-lovers as well. Let's be clear, because the lovers did come out. Um, or it could be you were the ex of one of these two people. And either way, they got together, did some things and some unfavorable things, and it's coming to bite them. Yeah. Because with this Three of Wands, it's giving me like that same essence of what it was it, The Sword in the Stone, I believe is the movie. But it's like when everybody was waiting and waiting for King Arthur to pull the sword out of the stone, and then he just tried with all his might to kind of move it, but it wasn't like time. If I'm not mistaken, like that's how that movie goes. And it was like a certain an appointed time, then he was able to move the stone. Either way, what the essence is saying is that what's for you is for you. So it didn't matter how what these two people did. It didn't matter how they slow drifted. They made you feel like you were not worthy enough. What ends up happening is that you have an awakening moment yourself. And when you have this awakening moment yourself, it's almost that I realize who TF I am. And I'm going to start moving like TF I know I am. That's the energy that it's giving me. And then especially with it coming like it's a slow drip, but now it's a full drip now. Collective. That's why I say, welcome to greatness. When you have been a person that is honorable and people mistake you for being anything other than that, it's because of their lenses, not yours. And what happens is that we tend to internalize things that happens against us, not realizing that it's happening for us. And with those things happening for us, it yeah, years can go by and you're just like, oh my gosh, again, I'm facing the same thing over again. When will it be over? It's almost like you like I read this story last year. Why am I reading it again? Why am I having to read the story again and writing a book report on it and giving you what is it, first resources, first hand resources. It's giving me all of that. And it's like this, it's your training ground though. But whenever you break out, you break out. And so we have the Page of Wands here, but it's in reverse. And it's like what there's typically like a message that's not sent is what I'm getting. Um, and I get that. Let me show you so you can understand. So see, like in the upright, this stone is glaring red. It's not glaring anything. And wands is usually like movement towards something like a message or following your dreams and passions. But I'm really getting like it's a dead end. Like I keep seeing like basically dead end, phone dropped, message not received type of energy. Um, which is good for you because we have the Seven of Pentacles here, meaning I know how to use what has been given to me. I have plenty. I don't have to worry about anything. This is also like my other lucky card. It gives me, it's very similar to the Nine of Cups, but it's for Pentacles. Again, resources, money. I have everything that I need. I know how to use everything that has been given to me. It's that type of energy, which is why I call it my other lucky card. Huh. Okay. Justice. Did I not say justice earlier? I said I would not be surprised if justice comes out. Right. This is the justice. So because this message has not reached you, and you're just like you're focusing on those things that make you happy, you have the resources and you know what they are. It's like justice is being served because I'm almost feeling like it was a divine interruption so that you don't receive a message, so that you don't mess up your chances. It's that same energy of had I known this, oh, I would have boxed somebody's ears. I would have done, you fill in the blank of what you would have done had you had known this information during that time period. But now it's like spirit is saying justice is served. You don't have to do anything. Just continue doing what you've been doing. Continue to focus on what you do have. Continue on focusing on the right now joy and love that you have, and watch how things turn out in your favor. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's meant for you. What is meant for you will come to pass. It doesn't matter who watches you, who tries to sabotage, who lies. Like those things turn around in your favor. They have to. I keep hearing the law of attraction, so I'm just going to say it. So for somebody who needs to hear this, yes, it's very similar to like the law of attraction. You attract good things towards you, depending on the state of mind that you're in, which is why that first card in the original pool was the hangman. You had to see certain things for yourself. And with that, it taught you how to have a different perspective on life. And so now you're able to see things clearly. Now, what I did just pull is the Chariot card is in reverse. Of course, I'm going to need clarity on that. Let's see, why is the Chariot in reverse? Six of Pentacles. Hmm. So there was supposed to have been like this give and take relationship, because we have the Six of Pentacles and then we have the Queen of Cups beside it. Seven of Pentacles is coming out again. But what I just heard was the opportunity. So this could have been an opportunity where um, you saw a way that like whatever you put out, you would receive back in return. But I'm hearing that there was like this jealous person of you, this Queen of Cups here, and a win for you was basically like a gut punch to this person. So they did some things to make you kind of lose control um, of your chariot, because in the chariot the person is in control and steering, and it's usually the sign that you're taking control of things in your life. And so at this point, you were feeling out of control, which is why we had the Seven of Pentacles here. And it's, although it's still in upright, it's like I have these things, but it's giving me the energy of confusion. Like you saw the resources there, but you couldn't quite put the puzzle pieces together. And so now it's coming out that you had all of these issues, these things happening behind the scenes, happening for you without these people realizing it. Because if you look, his behind his head is like a star, and it's like you don't see your dreams, but they're coming. They're behind you. It's like they're sneaking up behind you. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. So you're coming towards your Ten of Pentacles. And it's all because of the Justice. The Justice is saying, you've been knowing that you've had this. Excuse me. Excuse me. I really try not to yawn. Um, but what this has given me is that the justice is letting you see your options and letting you see that's the justice is you taking control of your life again. Yeah, that's what the justice is here for. It's almost as if you were waiting for a sign from spirit and you're like, okay, I didn't get my sign, so I'm gonna just continue to do what I do. But now justice is here and it's saying justice is saying, okay, now it's time for you to um take your life back into control. Take your situations back into control because this person is irrelevant. Six of Swords is at the bottom. You're going from a worse situation to a lighter situation. So, hey, collective, if you've been around this long, thank you. But that's your message. Go ahead and claim your victory. See your victories. Start looking around and start manifesting the things that you want to be manifested in your life. Because what I'm really seeing is that there were certain things that you weren't privy to know before, but it's like it's basically giving you the green light of going out and taking it over, taking those things um, under control, and don't let those situations control you. You be the thermometer. You're right. You set the I mean, well, not the thermometer, but the thermostat. There we go. You set the temperature. You set the pace. You set it. No matter what it looks like, you set the pace, and you tell your situations to conform um, based off of your expectations. Is basically what I would do right now. So thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Again, excuse me for the yawning. But it has been a pleasure to do this reading, although it was a struggle. It was a little struggle there. But that lets me know that there, whoever was playing the games, this Queen of Cups slash what was the other one, the Queen of Swords. They were acting out in ways that were, for lack of better terms, that were not ladylike. Um, However, those people are, those energies were not being likable. They were being mean girls, basically. Um, and this doesn't matter. And this, I mean, it doesn't matter if this was a guy doing this, right? He was in his mean girl area. And because of that, it's about to lose out on some things and watch you win. Because karma is real. So thank you all for tuning in, and you all have a good night.